Hello YouTube, welcome to this review here on Watch On channel. My name is Anders and today we're going to have a look at this watch. So this watch is a Panzera watch, and you may remember that I did another review of a Panzera watch not too long ago. This time it's this minimalist Bauhaus style Panzera dress watch, automatic dress watch, which is, if you can just see here on the dial, it's called the Breuer 42. So, being the style of a minimalist Bauhaus watch, this is of course called the Breuer 42, and it's because it's a 42 millimeter wide watch in diameter, but it's named after an architect and designer called Marcel Breuer, who was a part of the whole Bauhaus movement of design, the famous German school of Bauhaus. So typical for Bauhaus design was it was extremely functional, and it was extremely not very complicated, kind of minimalist, easy easy design, very functional, very useful. So you may remember I did a review just a few weeks ago of this Aquamarine 45, which is the dive watch, the big dive watch from Panzera watches. And today we are looking at this Breuer watch, Panzera Breuer 42. So just very shortly, the packaging, which is exactly the same as with the Aquamarine 45. The packaging is this leather, kind of little leather box, and very simple. You get a warranty card, 12 months of warranty, and then you get a little manual here where you can just read about the watch and how to do the different functions with a watch. So like I said in the other review, I actually quite like this little box. It's actually almost like a travel case, which I can use when I'm traveling. So before we get into the technical details about this watch and the different Breuer 42 models, I would just like to show you the dimensions. So not very surprisingly, this is just about 42 millimeters wide. Of course, it's called Breuer 42. The thickness is a very nice 13 millimeters. From lock to lock, get a perfect 20 millimeters, which is always nice. Including the crown, we say 44 millimeters. And from lock to lock, which is also a very important specification, you get just short of 50 millimeters. So it's quite a big watch, but not a crazy big watch. It actually wears a little bit smaller than 42 millimeters, and usually we'd say a dress watch should be smaller than 40 millimeters, maybe 39 or 40 millimeters, but it actually works really well with this watch with 42 millimeters. So I was wearing this watch for a whole weekend. I went to London to see some football, and it was just performing perfectly. And it's a very nice watch to wear, very casual and very kind of laid back because of the design of this watch. So the Breuer 42 comes in 3 different models. The Republic models, which is a stainless steel case with the black dial. The Ascot models, which are stainless steel with a white dial. And then the Regal version, which is this one, which is rose gold style case with a black dial. So you get in all 6 models of each, which is 18 different models of this Breuer 42 watch from Panzera watches. So inside this watch, it takes a Myota movement, and like with the Aquamarine 45, I believe it's absolutely the same movement. It's an Myota 8000 grade movement, which means you get no hacking, but you do get hand winding. It beats at 21,600 beats per hour, which you can just sense the second hand down here. It just is a little not as smooth as if you get a higher beat movement at 28,000 beats per hour, but it does the job really well. I actually tested this watch in my time grapher, and we're somewhere between 9 and 10 seconds a plus each day. So for a watch at this price range with that movement, it's actually a very nice result. So you, in a week's time, you will be just about a minute ahead, and then you will. It would be good for you to just set the time a minute back, and then you go another week. So very, very nice. It has a 40-hour power reserve, which is perfectly fine for a dress watch. You will always, of course, wish for something more, but very nice power reserve. So it's a 21 dual movement, and it has a day and date function, as you can see here. And actually it's kind of difficult to see, so I just changed it to Monday. So you got here at 3 o'clock the day and the month, and you get different languages, of course all English in all of them, but I believe French and Spanish as well. So if you're considering buying this watch, you should probably contact Panzera Watches to get a date or day complication with the right language if you don't want to use the English one. So automatic watch, 30 meters water resistance as it says here. You actually get lume at the 4 quarter-hour marking. So 12, 3, 6, and 9, and of course also the hands, the hour and the minute hand, which is very, very nice, and it's actually quite a good lume. So this is called rose gold, but it's actually just a 316L stainless surgical grade steel, which is colored in rose gold. It's not real rose gold. You get this minimalist crown here, as you can see here, with the Panzera logo, which is the anchor. If we turn the watch around, you get a very, very nice see-through case back, different details here, the model number, and I believe these are actually limited. I don't know how the limitation works, but this is number 44 out of something, maybe 1,000, I don't know. And again here, stainless steel, 3 atmospheres. So here you can see the Myota movement. Very, very simple, and no custom rotor. I will get into my opinion about that later, but always very, very nice to have a see-through case back on a watch. So the dial is black with rose gold again, and it's extremely legible, this watch. And what I really, really like is this very, very long and thin second hand. So the same with the hour hand and the minute hand and the hour hand. It's really legible. It's super, super easy to tell the time because the hands are so big. So that really functions extremely well, I think. If we look at the case, you get these kind of curved locks. So it really hugs your wrist. And you will see in a minute when I put it on my wrist, you get a genuine leather strap. Very nice. It is a little stiff, but just wear it for a week or something, and then you will break it in perfectly. It's also one of these straps which you can see the wear and tear, and I actually think that is super, super cool. It will eventually get a very vintage style look, this strap. So that's super, super nice with this watch. And also Panzera here on the buckle. Let me just try to find the right zoom. There we go. So all in all, a well-built watch, I think. The crystal here is what they call S-legs. So it's not a sapphire crystal, it's not a mineral crystal, it's something that Panzera says is a little stronger, more scratch resistant than a mineral crystal. So maybe somewhere between sapphire crystal and mineral crystal, you get this S-legs. And it's the same with the back here. So let me try to put the watch on my 7.1 inch wrist, which is about 17.5 to 18 centimeters in the metric system. And then you can have a look at, get a bit of feeling of how it looks, this watch. So this is the watch on my wrist. And I think it wears absolutely perfect. It's not a very heavy watch, so it's super nice to just be wearing this watch as kind of a casual watch. I really enjoy it, I must say. At the end of this video, I will show you a lume shot. So of course you will also be able to see this lume, which is quite nice for a dress watch. And talking about the different attires and occasions you can use this watch for, I actually think you can definitely use this watch as a dress watch, even though it's a big for a dress watch. The minimalist Bauhaus design from Panzera really makes it a perfect option for a dress watch. But in my opinion, it's even more just of a kind of everyday casual watch. And I really enjoy just wearing this watch and being able to very, very easy and fast just to tell the time, the day and the date. It's very, very legible and very easy. Also the the way that the Panzera watches, they decided to do the printing on the dial here. Very simple, no crazy logos or anything, just to keep the design super simple. So they really pay homage to the whole Bauhaus design school. The case is high polish, as you can see, which is perfectly fine for a dress watch. You, of course, just want high polish. Just have really nice shining high polish. It's not a screw-in crown, as you can see, push and pull. But it works very, very fine. Also a nice little detail, if you can sense it here. If you sense the second hand, it bends downwards at the end, at the tip, which is very, very nice because it makes it even more legible. And it gives a little more dimension to the dial because the second hand is curved down. So a nice little bit of a detail for Panzera watches. So let me try to get into my pluses and minuses with this watch. So the plus, I really think that they hit a slam dunk with the design of this watch. I really think that also that they decided to have a little loom, and the way they designed the hands, it really works perfectly. It's actually having a watch with this kind of a lower grade movement, if you could call it that, the Miyota movement, being so precise with 9 to 10 seconds plus each day is absolutely lovely. So all in all, a very well designed watch, and everything works very, very nice, I think. So my minuses with this watch is definitely that I would of course have preferred a little higher water resistance. I will also have preferred a better movement. At least you should get a hacking movement at this price point. The watch is just about $500 US. But still, it's very easy to just wind, and it's extremely legible and easy to set the time. And as I say, at this price point, to get a watch that is so accurate as this one with the movement here, it's just super, super nice. So all in all, a watch that I enjoy a lot, and I would definitely recommend if you have a watch collection where you need a more casual watch, a very legible watch, you're looking for a kind of a dress watch, which can both be a dress watch and an everyday watch. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Panzera Breuer 42. Remember to have a look at Panzera's website to see the 18 different models and all the other watches they offer up for sale at their website, this Australian watch company. If you enjoyed this review, remember to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Remember to watch all my other reviews. You will find the links to all my social media profiles and my blog, where I post pictures and articles that I don't feature here on the channel. So thank you so much for watching this video here on Watch On channel, and I see you next time. Bye. Okay, and here we have the loom shot. As you can see, you get the loom at 12, 3, 6 and 9, and of course also on the hour and the minute hand. So very nice loom for what is actually a dress watch.